This is the AEW Control Center, and this is Tony Schiavone. Tonight, AEW returns to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, with 2 hours of AEW Dynamite on TBS. We take the air tonight from Rogers Place at 8/7 Central. And with the Oilers still alive in the Stanley Cup playoffs, what an exciting time to be a sports fan. If you're coming to our event tonight, tickets are available at AEWTIX.com. Tonight, the Cope Open continues as the Rated R superstar Adam Copeland defends the TNT Championship against Brody King of the House of Black. Last week on Dynamite from Winnipeg, Copeland battled through Buddy Matthews of the House of Black when this strange occurrence took place.
Oh, no, not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's. The mist that was in his eyes has made him crazy. Has made Adam Copeland crazy.
This is dangerous. I mean, I get how upset and pissed off Cope is, but man, this is nasty. This is going to be bad.
If we have seen this, however, what the mist in people's eyes have done before.
Has Adam Copeland been driven past the brink? The lights go out here in Winnipeg.
Well, I don't know what that means, but it cannot be good for Cope. But it's got to be good for Buddy.
Oh, Malachi Black.
Uh-oh. Did he say do it?
Malachi.
And Buddy's saying, hit me. Look at this.
The lights out again. Copeland had that chair raised above his head.
And Malachi basically dared him to do it.
And just like that, they disappear. But was Copeland going to do it? We're never going to know, Tony. But has he been pushed to that point by the House of Black?
This will be the fourth TNT title defense for Adam Copeland. And the Toronto area native will be wrestling his first match in Edmonton since 2010. Also tonight, live on Dynamite on TBS from Edmonton, the issues within the best friends that have been created by Trent Beretta will explode as Trent Beretta will square off with Orange Cassidy. Recently on Rampage from Jacksonville, Beretta and Chuck Taylor met in a parking lot fight, and the ending was disgusting. Orange Cassidy, who you saw right there with Chris Statlander trying to get Beretta to stop, then announced on Dynamite last week that Chuck Taylor's pro wrestling career is over. And that came after Trent cracked his lower leg with that metal pipe. All of a sudden last week, while Cassidy was explaining all this in the ring, Don Callis? Are you kidding? Okay, Callis was there, but for what reason? I don't know, but Don Callis. All right, tonight, Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta will go at it one-on-one live on AEW Dynamite. We will also never forget what the Elite did to Kenny Omega last week in Winnipeg at the end of Dynamite and at the beginning of AEW Rampage. And tonight, we will hear from the EVP, Kenny Omega, as he will join us live in Edmonton on AEW Dynamite. Now tonight in women's action, Mariah will face Harley Cameron. This challenge was laid down last week on Rampage.
I beat Toni Storm. I did. I was the champ at the time, too. And, you know, she is her illegitimate daughter, so she's quite the chip off the old box.
Oh, and you know what, Tiny? Since you enjoy quitting so much, why don't you do it all over again? Wednesday on Dynamite with, I don't know, me.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, like they say, what's old is new.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is new was once old.
Yes.
And you know what was old can't be new because it's already old.
Exactly.
Yes. And can't be old because it was once new.
All right, stop. Enough. And Tony, don't tell us to keep our tits out. We got that covered. Let's go. Excuse me.
Harley Cameron will be making her 2024 wrestling debut here in AEW. She's won her past 2 AEW matches. On the other hand, Mariah has a 7-3 singles record since making her January debut here in AEW. Also tonight, AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland will confront Christian Cage face-to-face. Now, last week, thanks to our EVPs, the Young Bucks, we found out Cage would be the opponent for Swerve for the world title at Double or Nothing. Then when Cage got in the ring, all hell broke loose. Later in the night, the world champion had this to say.
Christian, you chose to tag with me at Wembley Stadium because you know what kind of man that I am. Seems like you've forgotten something too. I'm about to remind you and the rest of the family who the hell I am. Next week in Dynamite, we're gonna have a little talk. This time, I'm not gonna be alone.
You can bet that Swerve Strickland will have his guard up when he and Christian Cage go face-to-face tonight live on Dynamite from Edmonton. Chris Jericho calls himself the Learning Tree, and Big Bill wants to be part of what Jericho offers. Last week on Dynamite, Big Bill was there to help Jericho, the FTW champion, defeat Shibata. After the match, later on in the night, Jericho told Big Bill this.
Listen, Big Bill, I heard what you said, but first of all, I want to thank Shibata. He's a great pro wrestler. He beat the crap out of me. Look at my chest, how red it is, but I was able to retain the For the World Championship with the fans of my hometown cheering me on. It just gets louder and louder every single week. And Big Bill, the way that you were cheering me on and how you were rooting for me tonight made me think and made me realize that you're right. So I would love to take you into the Jericho vortex and make you a part of the Learning Tree, if you'll have me.
Chris, you will not regret this decision. This is going to be one of the best decisions you've ever made. I will not let you down.
I know you won't let me down, Big Bill, just like the great fans never let me down. And now with the big redwood by my side, the Learning Tree will hold the For the World Championship for a long time to come. Thanks, guys.
And therefore tonight, live on AEW Dynamite, we have the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho and Big Bill in tag team action. Also tonight, just ahead of her world title shot against champion Timeless Toni Storm, we will hear from the Professor Serena Deeb. This and much more live tonight on AEW Dynamite on TBS from Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, beginning at 8/7 Central. Tickets for our fans in Edmonton at AEWTIX.com. Now, this coming Saturday night, we make our debut in Vancouver, British Columbia at Rogers Arena with 3 hours of AEW action. We present AEW Collision, followed by Rampage in Vancouver. We'll be live back-to-back on TBS. That's right. We will have Collision and Rampage on TBS this Saturday. 3 hours beginning at 8/7 Central. Tickets for the event in Vancouver are available at AEWTIX.com. And now, fans, a big announcement. AEW makes its debut in the Omaha area at the Mid-America Center in Council Bluffs, Iowa. That'll be Saturday, June 8th. Tickets for AEW in Council Bluffs, Iowa will become first available tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. local time at AEWTIX.com. And sign up now to become an AEW insider to get early pre-sale access for all AEW events. Go to AEWTIX.com. See the link at the top of the page to sign up. All right, fans, Double or Nothing. The event is coming up Sunday, May 26th on pay-per-view, and it will commemorate the 5-year anniversary of the formation of All Elite Wrestling, as it happened right there in the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Already signed for the AEW World title, Swerve Strickland defends against Christian Cage. Timeless Toni Storm defends the AEW Women's World title against the Professor Serena Deeb. For the AEW International Championship, Roderick Strong defends against the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. And Willow Nightingale defends the TBS Championship against the CEO, Mercedes Moné. AEW Double or Nothing, live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas and exclusively on pay-per-view. We'll have more matches to talk about in the days to come. Tickets for the highly anticipated Forbidden Door are now available. Get your tickets for AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling's Forbidden Door coming to the UBS Arena and on pay-per-view on June 30th. Tickets are available at AEWTIX.com. All in London at Wembley Stadium is rapidly approaching. It's coming your way Sunday, August 25th. Don't miss your chance to be a part of AEW history. For tickets and information, visit Ticketmaster.co.uk or LiveNation.co.uk. Calling all haters, The long-awaited debut of Jamie Hayter in AEW Fight Forever is finally upon us. Conquer the ring with a barrage of devastating lariats and spine-shattering backbreakers courtesy of the formidable former AEW Women's World Champion in the Haters Going to Game DLC pack. Haters Going to Game is available now as a standalone DLC or as part of the Season Pass 3 bundle. Download today on console and PC. But tonight, fans, AEW returns to Edmonton at Rogers Center for 2 hours of Dynamite beginning at 8/7 Central live on TBS. For fans coming to the event tonight in Edmonton, matches in Rogers Center begin at 5:30 local with tickets available at AEWTIX.com. And I'm Tony Schiavone from the AEW Control Center. See you tonight live in Edmonton and through the lens of TBS. We are AEW, where the best wrestle.